Hey, here we are with the start of episode 3, Back to the Future, the game, the episode 3. Um, I got a mic stand now, so I actually have like a whoops. Have my mic actually right here. So I probably should have tested my sound levels and didn't. When will I ever learn my lesson? So I probably do need to adjust things. The mic may be way too loud now compared to the game, but we will find that out as we go along. So just to, I imagine they're going to recap for us, but just in case they don't, the recap is that we went back in time to the 1910s, 1920s, something like that, where Doc was in jail and was going to be assassinated. We prevented his assassination by cooperating with his past self, and in the process, we changed what he did in his past. He met Edna Strickland and started apparently dating her. That's what we saw at the end of episode 2, was that he did not go and see Frankenstein. I'm actually kind of quiet, you say? Alright. Well, actually, compared to, like, the game, tick, 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 like that. Because that's weird. It shouldn't be quiet. I mean, the mic is so much closer to my mouth now. Maybe it's that I'm talking more quietly because it's right there. Like, I don't want to shout into the mic. Or I guess maybe it's the pop filter. Just in general. Do I have a... Oh. Wait, hang on. It's using the wrong microphone. Okay, is this right now? I think maybe it was picking up my webcam's microphone instead. Which I don't know why that would have happened. Your speakers might just suck. So I disabled the... Why would that even be a thing? Why would that be enabled, that my webcam microphone was on? Because that's just like a tiny little pinhole thing up there. Alright, so maybe, hopefully this is better. Okay, cool. Alright. So the very last thing that happened is that we saw Doc disappear as we went back to the present of 1985, and when we arrived there, we found that he is like a dictator over the entire city. So now we resume. Here goes. Hey, hype. Now that's hot. Who is this? This is not a character that we've ever seen in Back to the Future, the movie or the game. I guess the other kind of unfortunate thing is that the mic now directly obscures the chat, so I kind of have to do one of these in order to see what you guys are saying. We'll figure it out. I almost wonder if I should have it, like, more... Yeah. Oh, I think Marty died. I think that's the end of the game. Episodes 4 and 5 are his funeral. No, he's fine.
Doc!
Relax! We've got everything under control.
Don't worry, everybody. I'm okay. The billboard broke my fall. Could you give me a Jennifer?
Wait, is that what? I was gonna say it's not what Jennifer looked like originally. Hello.
This is the dumbest design ever. Jennifer, I need some
Well,
help.
DeLorean
Martin?
humor, I guess.
It is you. Is that a DeLorean?
No.
DeLorean?
The giant stainless steel sports car you've somehow managed to ram through the billboard?
Never mind that. Just give me a hand, okay?
Oh, har har.
So who you supposed to be? Luke or Bo?
This isn't funny, Jennifer.
Who's Bo? Like Luke, I would have thought Luke Skywalker. Who is you supposed to be, Luke or Bo?
What are you doing down there?
Not that you'd ever understand it, but I'm doing my part to support the arts in Hill Valley. Anyway, what's the technical term for attempting to jump your DeLorean through a billboard? Where did you even get a DeLorean? Is it stolen?
That's a little complicated.
I bet.
Why didn't I just say no?
Oh, man. What's the date?
What? That's something I should be asking you. You've probably wrecked your head.
Just, what's the date, Jennifer?
It's the 15th,
The year?
1986. Duh.
Oh, man, this can't be happening. Jennifer, you look so different.
That's the general idea of being a nonconformist.
That's not what I meant.
What are you getting at?
Wait a minute. Hold on, we can't let that slide. The general idea of being a nonconformist? I mean, isn't that the joke? Like, I'm being an individual just like everybody else.
What'd you do to your hair?
Helter Skelter.
What?
It's the same hair dye I always use.
What are you wearing, Jen? You look so...
Fed up? Keen eye you got there.
I was gonna say punk.
A whole world alien to the likes of you, dork.
Are we dating or not?
What's with the attitude?
I'm not having this argument again.
We've argued about this before? I'm guessing you won the argument. Never mind, I gotta get out of this car.
Good idea.
Can you help me down?
Why don't you just jump?
I'll break my neck.
And?
You got any rope you can toss me?
All I have is this rusty wrench thing I found in the dirt.
A tire iron. I think that'll do. Toss it here.
Oh, back off, Martin. This is my whatchamacallit. What do you give me for it?
May I please have the tire iron?
The tire who?
The big metal thing you're holding.
Oh, right. As soon as you offer up a decent trade.
Oh. All right, let me think this through.
Don't strain your brain, Geekzilla.
Do I have something she would want? Here.
Jennifer! This is all I got.
Is there anything in it? Give it here.
Providing alcohol to minors. We're off to a
Smells like
real
armpits
good
and
start.
booze. Irving Kid Tannen, the gangster? Where the hell did you get this?
It's a long story. Can I just have the tire iron now?
Heads up.
Thanks.
Now, what
Oh,
was
great.
my plan?
Now what?
What was my plan to use it?
Oops.
What?
Oh.
That's an incredibly fragile window. Light gently pulling on a tire iron shattered it.
Well, your dorkness, my debt to society is paid. As for you, good luck with your car. Way to stick it to Big Brother. Just don't expect your sudden cry for attention to change anything between us, dig?
Doesn't change what? Look,
Dig.
Jennifer, I think there are some things we need to talk about. Hey, maybe you can give me a lift into town.
Oh, sure, Martin. Climb on in.
Jennifer,
I
wait!
told you, we're through, McFly. I'll never date such a square again.
My own girlfriend thinks I'm a square? Jesus, could this get any worse? Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Why is he running towards it? Like he's gonna catch it? Now, of course, because this is like whatever rules you want. For some reason, Doc already disappeared.
turn around.
Like the real Doc ceases to exist.
Can't do it if you're leering at me.
Doc, I
Oh
could
wow,
really
it's
use your help
Marsted.
right
Hey,
about now.
Marsted.
Rosa!
Hello, Marsted and friends.
Control.
So I guess for anybody just joining, I can recap again, as we've only just started this episode. The previous two episodes had us go back in time to the 1910s or so in order to save Doc, who was going to be assassinated. And in the process of doing so, over two episodes, we did it with the help of his younger self, his teenaged self. And in doing so, we changed what he did during those couple of days. And now we're back in 1985, but Doc has disappeared, and we arrived here to find that it's some kind of dystopian future where he is, he's some kind of Big Brother figure.
Dead. May 15th, 1986. Yeah, the date's right, but that's not good.
Can I get in here? Oh, yeah.
How the hell do you get through these? Check. Sibilance.
Who is this? Stop messing with the intercom.
Oh, hi. Can you buzz me in?
Visitors must check in at the north gate.
Oh,
Oh.
North Gate? I'm not walking clear around Hill Valley. There's gotta be another way.
Oh, there's a wall around the entire city. I have, like, nothing at this point. No, I've got the tire iron, I guess. We got the picture of Dad, 2 newspapers, a photo, a tire iron, and Doc's notebook. Alright, tire iron it is.
Don't even think about it.
How can you see me? Oh, I guess maybe there's a camera on it. Oh, there's a camera up there.
Yeah.
Security camera.
Tampering with the city gates is a level 1 offense, citizen. You have been docked 1 point by demerit. Don't forget your printout.
Demerit?
We're just copying off demolition. Stack? I don't have a stack. I did one thing.
Oh, they look like parking tickets. Do I gotta pay a fine or something?
Ripping off Demolition Man so hard. Hey, Serpent.
Don't even think about it.
Do not destroy vital testing apparatus. What are we meant to do here?
It's better if I keep this on me at all times.
It's kind of annoying. Like, this is his walk, right? This is his run. It's like... it's a little weird. No, what are we thinking? What's... Oh, there's... Okay, wall. Can I just climb it? Why can't I
These
climb
walls
the
couldn't
wall and not the
possibly
gate?
go around the entire city, could they? There's the easy way and the hard way, and there's also the wrong way.
I don't think it's a small town. It's probably... You're probably looking at a couple miles. Also, they wouldn't necessarily let me in the north gate, would they? Oh, wait. Let's bang on the car some more.
I've wrecked it enough already.
Yeah, it's now I don't know if this came before or after the Telltale Monkey Island games. Oh wait, there's a ladder. Although I guess
Subtle.
I can't interact with the
Real
ladder.
subtle, Marty.
Oh, Mr. Fusion. Can we take this with us? Just snap it right off the back? Yeah, now that I've got those demerits, they're not going to let me
nuclear
in.
reactor. Maybe it's still under warranty. Well, I guess technically it's way under warranty.
Because it won't be invented for another 30 years. But yeah, this is very much just, you know, your standard Monkey Island type adventure game, just set in the Back to the Future universe. There haven't been any, like, really cool time-based puzzles just yet, although in the second episode we kind of pulled a Back to the Future 2 and had to interact in scenes that involved the us of a few hours ago. So we went back to yesterday and had to avoid our... Yeah, our past selves doing what they did on that day. Because if we met, then, you know, paradox. Don't cross the streams and all that. I can't believe I'm already, like, on a simple get through the door puzzle. I'm not sure what to do. Try
Looks
looking
normal.
at everything.
Let's stay that way, okay, Dad? Hill Valley crime at all-time low. No joke. I don't need to read this anymore. I lived it. Oh, what gives? I thought I fixed Jennifer's existence. Oh, this tire iron looks really familiar, just like the one I used on the paddy wagon's wheel. This notebook contains all of Doc's notes concerning the time machine. It certainly convinces me of Doc's genius. I've also traveled through time with him. Yeah, there's that too. Oh, they look like parking tickets. Do I gotta pay a fine or something?
Maybe I'm supposed to keep getting demerits.
Nah, they're not gonna budge.
No.
These walls couldn't possibly go around the entire city, could they?
Oh.
Hi, listen, I'm not a visitor. Can you let me in?
Why don't you just use your clicker?
Clicker. Yeah, mine's broken.
Broken clicker? Okay, just head around to the north gate to exchange it for a working one.
Northgate? I'm not walking clear around Hill Valley. There's gotta be another way.
He looks at the car when he says that. It makes me think that the car is what I'm supposed to use, but...
I don't want to annoy whoever's on the other end of that thing.
And in typical Back to the Future fashion, the guy on the intercom was the voice of the cop that we were talking to back in the 1920s. Danny Parker or something like that. There's nothing else here. He looked at the car, though.
Man, this is the second time I've completely destroyed Doc's time machine. I just shouldn't be allowed to drive it anymore.
Keep thinking maybe I'm supposed to show something to the camera, right?
If I only had a push pin. Nah. It's
I
better
tried
if I
that
keep
already.
this. It says to keep this printout for my records.
Alright.
I don't think that would look good there. I better not. This could be the only printing left in existence. If I'm gonna do anything with this newspaper, I'm gonna recycle it.
Okay. It let me go around to the side over here, so maybe... Oh, I guess it didn't. That's as far as I can walk. There's just a wall here. Hmm. What's that? No, nothing. This is really strange for something like this to happen in the, like, literally the first thing they present me with after, you know, talk to Jennifer. So go, here's a gate. You can't, I talked to him twice already. And then he says, you know, I don't want to annoy him, so he's not going to talk anymore. Most of the things that I have aren't, like, objects. They're just paperwork. Aside from the tire iron is, like, the only thing. I already tried using it on the wall. Never mind. It's this part that I wonder, like, am I missing... battery.
12 volts. Wait, this is the car battery? Must have been installed in 2015 with the Mr. Fusion. Still has plenty of juice.
Okay.
Permacell. It's so small and light for a battery. I've never seen terminals like this. Maybe it's some common standard for 2015 technology.
Ooh, 2015 is the future.
That doesn't need power. Huh?
Yeah, I have exactly the same look on my face, Marty. What does that even mean? The wheel.
The wheel must have been running off the battery.
What? Alright, I guess I used the tire iron to take the wheel off. What does this do?
Okay, good. This could be useful. Now think, Marty, think.
Could it?
Well, now that it's off the car, it looks like the power cables for the hover system have disconnected.
Oh, that's right. It's a freaking hover car. Okay. Alright. That makes sense now, kind of.
Let's see here. Red to positive, black to negative. Whoa! Far out. Okay, Doc, let's see what kind of nightmare alternate timeline I've landed in this time.
I guess, like, it was a nice hint for them to have him look back at the car when he was like, I gotta find some way to get through there. Just the battery was very hard to see.
Okay, Marty. Nothing to be afraid of. It's just an alternate Hill Valley that's turned my girlfriend into a punk rock vandal. That doesn't mean it's full of post-apocalyptic biker gangs run by armies of Biff clones. Just take a deep breath and remember, we gotta find Doc.
Da, 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 surfing on the flying tire. Oh, man. Twitch Prime? It sounds like a pretty good deal, Doc. Supmo. We are gonna wreck this place.
It's so.
It's gonna be a
so
smoldering crater.
clean.
I mean, I realize this isn't Deponia, but we're still gonna wreck
citizen.
And a good morning to you too, citizen.
it. Marty's just gonna start channeling Rufus. Burn the city to the ground in the next 10 minutes. So all this happened because instead of... Is that...
What's going on here, Doc?
All of this happened because he didn't go see Frankenstein as a teenager. He instead went on a date with Edna Strickland, and apparently married her. Maybe.
Jeez, my Hill Valley never looked this good.
Right?
Watch where you're going.
It's like the
citizen.
opposite of a
Sorry.
dystopia.
Ma-
A utopia, if
Parker.
you will.
It's Officer Parker to you, Martin. Now what's with the outfit? It's Thursday.
Yeah?
Polo shirt Thursday. You're out of uniform. That's a violation of Civic Ordinance 9EEE. And you're not wearing an ID, in direct violation of Ordinance WB 714. What are you up to, citizen?
Polo shirt.
Are you on the pot, citizen? Put your arms up. Spread your legs.
Hey, what are you doing?
Quiet. Hold still.
Is he not going to find the
Nothing.
tire iron?
What's your deal today, McFly?
We're carrying a lot of stuff. He should have found it.
Can you tell me where I can find Doc, Citizen Brown?
On
you
the
sure
pot?
you're an
Are you
honor
on the
student?
pot?
Where do you think he is at this time of day?
At work?
That's right. Working at the courthouse.
Heavy.
So we're gonna need to get Doc to, like... We're gonna need to get him to fix the time machine, right? Because the only way... It's not like we can just say to him, like... Hey, stop being Big Brother. You know, do it regular. Because he can't go and change the whole city back. So we're gonna have to undo this timeline entirely. Which means we're gonna have to somehow get him agree to fix the time machine so that we can go back and prevent any of the things that happened in his entire life from happening. That's a hard sell.
Can you tell me where I can find Doc, Citizen Brown?
Are you sure you're an honor
Oh, I
student?
just asked him that.
Where do you... That's...
Okay, and then they're panning over to this intercom to
Heavy.
make sure that I know how to get in there.
Hey, what's with the pat down? What do you think, I'm packing heat?
Heat, contraband,
Contraband?
you know. Booze, smokes, bubblegum, dogs, circus
Bubblegum
peanuts.
is illegal?
Come on, McFly. You're smart enough to know that ignorance of the Civic Ordinance 2XM isn't an excuse.
Have you seen Jennifer?
What's it to you? I thought she broke up with you.
Yeah, well, I need to talk to her about that.
Good luck finding her. I usually don't see her unless she's racking up demerits for her art.
Since when are you a cop? I thought you were a shoe salesman.
Are you on something? I've always been a cop, just like my pa.
Great, I've turned my girlfriend's dad into a cop.
I've got to finish my beat. Are you gonna make trouble for me today?
No.
No what?
No, sir.
That's right, citizen.
Got some recycle bins. Is there anything in
I'm
there?
all for recycling, but this is out of control.
It is? Wait, run that by me again. How is this out of control? It's just recycle bins.
Oh, wait, citizen. Are you about to throw something away? Make sure you use the correct receptacle. Hill Valley takes pride in its diverse waste management system. What is the aluminum content of that can? Make sure it goes into the correct blue receptacle. Is that green, clear, or amber glass? It makes a difference.
Okay. I get it.
Remember that all consumable wrapping is tagged with a microchip to help us automatically police litter.
Okay, so at some point, we're going to have to, deliberately put something in the wrong bin in order to get arrested? Is that our grand plan? Can I, dig around in the trash? Do you mind?
Step away from the decycling bin, citizen.
Decycling?
Final resting place for all contraband within Hill Valley, the decycling bin ensures that socially toxic items will never find their way back into the hands of the general public in any way, shape, or form.
So it's where all the cool stuff goes to die.
If by cool you mean dangerous, then yes.
It's so in control that it's out of control. Alright, so they're not going to let me in here, but I'm going to find out what I need.
Hill Valley Courthouse. How may I help you, citizen?
I need to see Doc, or, Citizen Brown.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but...
Then I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn. Citizen Brown's a very busy man.
That voice sounds familiar.
Oh, it's Biff.
Biff?
Oh, there he
Doc?
is.
Doc, wait! I need to talk to... you.
Nope. Alright, well, where's Biff? They're kind of, I think, hinting pretty heavily at, like... I was talking to him about Doc. They zoomed me in on the buzzer. Then they showed a little cutscene of Biff getting out of the car, so we have to go talk to Biff.
Biff?
Hey, you're George and Lorraine's youngest. Martin, right?
What? You don't know me?
Only by reputation. Brown Cadet of the Month, 3 months running. Impressive. Are you interested in the Citizen Plus program?
What is this Citizen Plus?
It's Citizen Brown's new re-education program, and I'm the first of Hill Valley's Citizen Plus. Pluses. Plus I?
A re-education program? What the hell?
Please don't swear, Martin. It makes me uncomfortable.
Listen, Biff, that car I saw you get out of, was that Doc Brown in there with you?
Ah, Doc! That should be his new nickname! But yeah, that was Citizen Brown. What an inspirational guy.
How'd you get FaceTime with him? He seems so busy.
You got that right, Martin. Citizen Brown's a busy guy, but unfortunately, I'm a special case. See, Martin, I used to be a real bad apple. A real butthead.
Whoa, language.
You, a butthead? No.
What can I say, Martin? I was always getting into trouble. Too much trouble, what with the booze, the partying, the women. Even my dogs were a pack of trouble. Pack, get it?
Yeah. What does this have to do with Citizen Brown?
Well, after getting in so much trouble, the authorities, they took me in to see Citizen Brown and gave me an ultimatum. Citizen Plus or bust.
Do you think I could get to see Citizen Brown if I did all the bad stuff you used to do?
I guess, but why would you want to act like that?
Nice clothes. You lose a bet or something?
What do you mean? I'm wearing what everyone's wearing. It's Polo Shirt Thursday. You, my friend, are out of uniform.
So I've heard.
Yeah, well, there's always tomorrow. Hawaiian Shirt Friday.
Great.
Great.
So you won't break any rules anymore?
Can't. The Citizen Plus treatment makes it physically impossible for me to break rules.
How so?
Now I get physically ill if I try to break a rule.
Really?
So, about all the bad things you used
All
to
right,
do.
so this is going to be a list of things
Gosh,
that I
Martin,
need to do.
I really don't like dredging up the past. But, all right, if it'll help you make a decision about Citizen Plus.
You said something about booze?
Beer, rum, whiskey, wine coolers, you name it, I drank it. Not only did I drink it, I smuggled it into Hill Valley, too.
Chip off the old block, huh?
Used to be I'd knock your block off for a comment like that. But yeah, I guess I was following in Pop's crummy footsteps.
Okay, so bring booze into Hill Valley.
Why'd your
Check.
dogs get you in trouble? You weren't running dog fights, were you?
No, nothing that bad. I just used to have a lot of dogs.
You
What's
monster.
wrong with that?
Nothing. Other than them keeping the neighbors up all night, lunging at old people, and eating all the squirrels in the park. In fact, I'm ashamed to say it was my out-of-control dogs that were directly responsible for the banning of dogs throughout Hill Valley.
Bring a
don't
dog into
sound
Hill
very
Valley.
ashamed.
Check.
Oh, I am. Very, very ashamed.
What kind of trouble did you get into with women? They weren't hookers?
No, nothing like that. It's just that I wasn't always discreet about my affections.
What?
Public displays of affection, Martin. You know, necking and such.
That's illegal?
Oh, yeah.
Let's change the subject.
Thanks. I don't like talking about
No,
my
no, no,
old
Biff.
nasty self.
No, wait. Which one is which? No, Biff was the guy that beat up the dad when they were in high school together. So in the movies, in 1985 or 86, Biff is his dad's age. So he is supposed to be like 40.
How's your re-education holding up?
Still incapable and uninterested in breaking the rules.
All right, so I have to do that too. I have to
Sure you
corrupt
aren't
him.
craving a beer?
I do kind of miss beer. On second thought, blah.
You used to be a real bruiser.
You'll fight
That's
me
all behind
IRL.
me now.
So what? You wouldn't even defend yourself?
I don't know if I could, actually.
Wuss.
Oh, you're just aching to find out, though.
Ew. Huh.
Don't torment me.
I can get used to this.
Please, Martin. Don't make me angry.
All right, Biff. You're off the hook this time.
No, I don't think there was a young... I mean, we did see Biff being young in the first movie. Well, and the second movie. But no, I don't think... We never really see... We never see Marty in high school. We don't know anybody that he interacts with at school other than his girlfriend, Jennifer. I don't think there was a bully his age. And oh my gosh, it's Paul.
See you later, Biff.
Bye, Martin.
Oh, there's a bunch of people here. Hey, everybody. All right, so run
Jen up
write
to
down the
now?
checklist of things that we have to do. We have to have a dog, have some booze, kiss a girl, and then get Biff to get unbrainwashed. Swood this, swood that. Anytime I see
Jennifer,
graffiti now, I think of the
Jen.
JonTron Skate or Die episode. Not Skate or Die. Whatever. California
You got a
Games
problem?
episode. You couldn't stop me saying Gromit.
What's the deal, Jennifer? You left me stranded outside the city gates.
Yeah, that was pretty rotten, wasn't it? I'm such a horrible role model. Better get away before I corrupt you.
Look, I don't know what you got against me in this time, lately, but I'm here to make things right. I've missed you, you know?
Take a look at me, Martin. Do I look like the kind of girl that would hang around the president of the Junior Brown Brigade?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I gotta admit, I kinda like you like this.
Oh, barf?
You act like I'm a turnoff, but I don't buy it. We were meant to be together.
Look, just because I let you tag along to a couple of concerts doesn't mean we're Romeo and Juliet. I mean, sure, you're a little cute, but you're into all this honor student crap.
Honor student?
And I'm into more interesting things. And guys.
Are you going out with someone else? I bet I can make you forget him.
Sorry, Martin, but you just don't rate anymore.
So do you spend most of your time vandalizing public property?
Don't even think about snitching on me. Unless you want this spray can up your...
No, listen, you got me wrong. I'm looking to, break a few rules myself.
Yeah.
You?
Do you know where I could score some forbidden materials?
Do I strike you as somebody who would possess illegal substances?
Kinda, yeah.
And you strike me as somebody who would turn in somebody like me. Next topic.
Greetings, fellow lawbreaker. Do you know where I can acquire some illegal contraband?
This ban on public displays of affection bites.
Hey, you're talking about my most favoriteest legal infraction of all.
Yeah?
Not with you. Ew.
All right.
This
We're
law
gonna have.
against public
Is she
kissing
gonna
is
be
a load
our
of bull, right?
public display of
this town
affection
is
person?
full of it.
Do we
What are
just
you
need to
gonna
make her
do?
like us?
Protest. That's what. Let's go stage a public kiss-in.
Let's not and say we did.
What do you know about harboring dangerous animals?
So you met my new boyfriend. Oh, lighten up.
Isn't graffiti a major infraction?
You'd think. But after Big Brown had all those buildings coated in that Teflon polymer junk a couple years ago, graffiti's been knocked down to a 2 demerit offense. Go fig.
On second
I
thought,
injected like
maybe
12
I don't want to know
marijuanas
any more
already.
about breaking the rules.
Wuss.
Leech and the whoosh bags. Never heard of them.
No, you wouldn't have. They don't play much punk on those smooth jazz stations you listen to.
Smooth
You've probably
jazz.
never heard of
I
them.
couldn't possibly be that square, even in an alternate timeline. Give me a can of spray paint. I got an urge to paint something.
Happy
Yeah.
little trees? Get yourself a watercolor kit. I'm not sharing my wall.
Can we get some Kappa Ross in the chat? My boy, the little tree. The happy little tree.
So, Jennifer,
Uh-huh.
what do you think of me?
I don't.
Aw. My mom
Seriously, what have you got against me? I'm kind of popular, right?
Very popular. Among a certain crowd.
What crowd?
Dorks.
What do you mean,
Marty
dork?
McFly a dork? It's impossible. He can't be a dork.
Okay, anyone who talks about himself in the third person is a dork.
My mom and dad.
What about them?
Would you say they're normal?
By Hill Valley standards, yeah. In other words, they're warped beyond repair. Sorry to be the one to break it to you.
Did you get a load of Biff Tannen back there? He's so...
Calm.
yeah, creeps me out.
You and me both. If that's what the Citizen Plus program's all about, I'll stay a Citizen Minus.
Hill Valley's totally screwed up, but I got a plan to fix everything.
You do, huh?
I'm gonna go talk
I got
to
a plan to
Citizen
fix
Brown and get
everything
him to
and then
make it
get
all
to
better.
Elysium.
That sounds like the kind of plan you'd come up with, weirdo.
Citizen Brown is a really great guy.
You're wasting your breath, Martin. I don't buy into all that happy talk.
No, really, this crazy police state wasn't his idea. It'll all get undone once I have a good talk with him.
You know, I
I
almost
really
feel
don't know how
sorry
that's
for
a
you.
good plan either.
It won't be long before I see Citizen Brown.
Hey, can I come with you?
You want to see Citizen Brown too?
Yeah. Maybe he can give me a heart when he gives you a brain.
Couldn't hurt to ask. What do you know about the Citizen Plus program?
Only what I hear on TV, and the radio, and the newspapers, and the PA systems all over town. They want everybody to enroll, and they say it'll make us all happy and well-adjusted, which is why I'm gonna stay clear of it.
Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
Must be where
Ammo?
Jen keeps her
Oh, okay.
paints. Locked.
Junk. I'll take it. I'll take it all.
That
Stuff
junk
it in
looks
my
awfully
pants.
familiar. 50 years familiar.
Oh, are we in the alley that the speakeasy
I
was
don't
in?
want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to.
Okay. Another ladder that we can't interact with. Miserable. Free soy dog samples. Oh, okay.
Look out, son!
Mom?
Wait, where is she? Wait. I'm really confused. It looked like she was right there in the road, clearly. And we're supposed to talk to her. Are you for real? Why would... Oh, okay. She got out of the car.
Mom? Mom!
But are you happy?
Happiness is overrated, Lorraine. I'm content.
Well, I'll think about it.
Mom?
Hi there, Martin. I saw you as I was driving in. Did you hear me honking?
Mom, that can't be you.
Martin, are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that you're so gray.
Well, isn't that an uplifting way to greet your mother?
Sorry, I just don't...
I guess you're right, though. I am going a little gray. No thanks to your father.
So, what? Are you out here shopping or something?
Oh, shopping? Who shops anymore? No, it's that time of the month for me again. For my civic duty. I'll be polishing the statue all day.
Oh, right. What's with the
statue
golf cart,
of
Mom?
what? I'm sure we'll have to interact with that
I know
statue
you're embarrassed
somehow.
to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
What about my truck?
It's 1986. Shouldn't the
No one owns a
87s be out
truck in
because
Hill
of how
Valley.
car
Martin, are you
naming
sure you're
works?
feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Well, I hope your
Hey,
dream world was more fun than this
Orthopedics.
one.
How are you?
Could you do me a favor? I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life. Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
yeah. This
I
this is
know,
a couple
I know,
years
dear.
old, I
Love you
think. This
too.
probably came
I'd
out
give
in
you a kiss, but you know what that gets you.
2012 or
Don't
so.
forget to
It's
pick
probably
me
about
up this
5 years
evening.
old.
Yeah, sure.
I think my brother actually got it for me for Christmas. Back when it, around the time that it first came out, and I'm only just now getting around to playing it. But yeah, so it's one of the Telltale episodic games. So I had played episode 1 and 2 back when he first got it for me, and then just kind of dropped it. And then I started playing it again a couple days ago. Went through episode 1 and 2, and now we're on 3. So this is the one that I haven't seen yet. And this is a statue of what exactly? I wanted to look at it, not...
Having fun, kid?
Ah, who said that?
Attempting to destroy public landmarks is a violation of C-64.
I wasn't trying to destroy it.
Take your demerit.
They're just gonna keep giving me these. What is it though? I couldn't even see what it was a statue of. It looks like he's holding up a... Oh, I can't touch those. He's standing over... Well, maybe we'll get the story later, right? It's somebody, presumably a young Doc Brown, standing with his foot on somebody, holding a book, and in his other hand he's holding 2 triangles with a rocket at the end. There was like a rocket-powered thingy that we were using in the first 2 games.
Mom?
I don't think that's it, though. He won't need the 3 Yeah, this is very Demolition Man with the demerits. And everything else. Oh, here we go. This is going to tell me what it is.
Citizen Brown, the mindhead of Hill Valley, a man of infinite wisdom and awe-inspiring imagination. Emmett Lathrop Brown had been raised by a family legacy steeped in law, but hadn't set his sights on his destiny until he single-handedly thwarted the nefarious gangster Irving Kid Tannen and his bootlegging syndicate.
Right.
After this heroic event, immortalized by the grand statue on the courthouse lawn, First Citizen Brown devoted his life to civil and social engineering, using Hill Valley as a prototype for tomorrow's city.
Oh, those little
today.
Einstein statues. Aww. Yeah, I think if you like adventure games, and if you like Back to the Future, that's pretty much what it comes down to. I mean, adventure games are basically, we're going to tell you a story with some puzzles. And can I order any soy dogs? Pretty please? Can I have a soy dog?
Can't you read? Oh, it's you, McFly. Leech? Hey, my bad. I should have wrote the sign in Latin, just so you'd understand. What sign? Outway to Unchley. Now eat it, Bay, and let me catch some Z's. Free soy dog samples. Take one. I guess they ran out.
I guess they did. Yeah, so far, there have been a couple of... I don't know if I'd say that they were bad puzzles. Things where it wasn't really clear what you were supposed to do, but I guess that kind of comes with the territory, right? You're not supposed to look at it and immediately know what to do. Alright. Oh, what is this?
It's a detailed list of my mom's daily activities. She brushed her teeth for 4 minutes this morning.
Alright, maybe we have to talk to Mom some more. Maybe that was going to trigger some other event. Oh, she's gone. No, she's over here.
Mom?
Future.
I'm having a bad day, Mom. Can I ask you a few things?
We all have our share, son.
I, lost my timesheet. What have I got going on this week?
Well, Monday is Junior Brown Brigade.
Junior what now?
And Tuesday is Model UN.
Model UN?
Mm-hmm. You represent Djibouti. On Wednesday, you'll be overseeing the board game club at the rec center.
Okay, I've heard enough.
When did
everyone is treating me like some sort of goody two-shoes, Mom?
They're just jealous that you're such a perfect citizen of Hill Valley.
Have I always been this way?
Always been a perfect little son. Going on 18 years now.
I told you my mom thought I was cool.
What about that time I set fire to the living room?
Oh, but you only did that so you could show us the fire retardant you made with your chemistry set.
Heavy.
Little reference to the end of the first movie. When just as he's about to, he got his mom and dad together, and as he's leaving, they says something. He turns and says something to them about if you have a son who ever sets fire to the living room carpet, go easy on him.
I saw Jennifer earlier today.
Oh, Jennifer, what a spunky gal. Are
More
you
like
two
spunky
patching
goal.
things up?
Haha.
She totally blew me off.
No.
Well, I'm not the world's biggest dating expert, seeing as how I married the first guy to fall from the sky.
Second
but
guy.
Maybe you should spend a little less time with your microscopes and ant farms, and a little more
Oh no!
time
Wait, in this
tending to
time.
her needs.
So wait a second.
What kind
Hang
of
on.
things is she
Hang on.
passionate about, Martin? What are her interests?
Doc
don't even
didn't
know
invent the
anymore.
time machine.
You see,
Isn't it going to disappear? Like, he disappeared. His future self disappeared. We're gonna... Maybe? No. Maybe we won't disappear. But the time machine, the DeLorean... Well, I mean, It's time travel
let's talk
rules.
about
They can do
something
whatever
else.
they want. But the time
All
machine
right,
shouldn't
dear.
exist anymore. Because it was never invented. The doc who invented it never existed. He never got interested in science.
I feel like I don't know anybody anymore.
well, Martin, that could be a sign you need to get out more.
Is there any way I could talk to Citizen Brown?
Oh, you know how difficult that is, Martin. The great man spends so much time coming up
So
with
yeah,
new
in this
rules and
timeline-
demerits that he
in
barely
this
has time to
timeline,
talk to us anymore.
Marty, I guess,
that's
didn't
the price
have
we
to
pay
go
for
back
a safe,
and-
happy city.
So he doesn't see anyone?
Not unless someone starts rolling up the demerits. He still takes a personal interest in those situations.
In this timeline, Marty
And
never
of course you could
interfered
talk
with his
to Mrs.
parents'
Brown.
meeting.
Clara?
No, silly. Edna.
Edna Strickland?
Edna Strickland? No, we already knew that.
Wait, Doc, Citizen Brown is married to Edna Strickland?
Did you get a bump on the head or something? They've been happily married for nearly 40 years. In fact,
No,
if
he
you
definitely
ask me,
didn't invent it
I
last
think
year
Edna
in this
wears the
timeline
pants
because
in the
he's not
relationship.
interested in science at all.
She's the one always announcing
interested
the
in law.
day-to-day bulletins. Probably writes them herself.
I need to sit down. Jen's dad doesn't seem to like me very much.
He's just a little stressed out, dear. Filling the crime-stomping shoes of his legendary father makes poor Danny Jr. a little twitchy.
So I see.
But he gets the job done. Between him and his father, Hill Valley's been as dry as the Sahara Desert for decades now. Unfortunately.
Dry. Doc was right. We did overdo it. What do you think of Jennifer, Mom?
Well, she certainly looked like quite a handful, dear. I was really hoping some of her, joie de vivre would have rubbed off on you.
What do you
Is
mean
that
by
how you
that?
say that?
Well, Martin, you can be a little uptight sometimes.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it, Mom.
Well, maybe you needed to hear it. There's nothing wrong with having priorities in life. Just maybe Jennifer should have been a little higher on your list.
Yeah, she should.
Well, you did buy that guitar. That's a step in the right direction. Women love musicians.
Oh, is
Just
this a
keep
hint? Did
practicing,
we find
I'm
a
sure
hint
you'll get
somewhere
better.
deep in the
What are you
conversation
talking
tree?
about? I'm a great musician.
That's the spirit.
Maybe we can get some
Biff
more clues.
seems, unusually mellow.
Well, he should be. He just finished the Citizen Plus program.
Yeah,
So
I guess
far,
you
it
could
looks
call
like
this
it's done
C
him a world
if-
of good.
You don't
Well, if
think
we
he
try to
seems a bit
assign
off?
letters to
I mean,
timelines, we
he's
may be
so
here for a while.
unbiff.
Well, isn't that the point? You remember what he used to be like? He was an
Joie de
unholy
vivre.
terror.
He wasn't that bad.
Now, sure, but you should have seen him in high school.
Joie de vivre?
I can imagine.
I did not take French in high school.
All right, let's talk about something else.
Alrighty, dear.
What about you, Mom?
What about me?
What are you doing out here polishing the statue?
I know! I was scheduled to clean the clock this month, but then Needle's mom ate some of that bad tofu that's been going around. So there was some reshuffling in the L Sector duty roster, and here I am. I kinda wish I was cleaning the clock, though. So much nicer up there without all the cameras.
The cameras?
Wave to Big Brother, or Big Husband in this case.
Oh wait, does my dad work in
I saw
security
you
then?
talking to Biff about the Citizen Plus program.
Biff says I'd be a perfect candidate for it.
I know Biff, and if that's what the Citizen Plus program does to people, then you don't want any part of it.
But Biff has been reformed. Look at him. He seems so happy now. So at peace with this town. What I wouldn't give.
He's a total veg, Mom.
Your father is always telling me that I don't invest enough in the workings of our great Citizen Brown. Maybe it's time for me to turn a new leaf and just go with the flow.
Okay, just hold off for a bit, please. I don't want you doing anything rash. All right, let's talk about something else.
Alrighty, dear.
Is it just me, or does Hill Valley feel really strict today?
Some might even call it stifling. But you didn't hear that from me.
I don't really need
All right,
hints
let's
on
talk
all of
about
these
something
things. I
else.
already get the idea that I'm
Alrighty,
supposed to
dear.
break 3 laws. But I still don't know how. She mentioned the guitar. Maybe I'm gonna find a guitar somewhere. He actually said something about recycling.
Hill Valley
these.
crime at all-time low. No joke. If I'm gonna do anything with this newspaper, I'm gonna recycle it.
Okay, so he kind of, that's, I guess, a hint. Am I supposed to put this in the wrong bin?
If I'm gonna do anything with this newspaper, I'm gonna recycle it.
That's what I'm trying to get you to do, fool. Ah. Alright. Maybe that's not it. The buzzer... No.
The original clock tower was dedicated in 1885, with the motion first started at 8 p.m. on September 5th that same year. The clock tower was once struck by a bolt of lightning on November 12, 1955, damaging the clock motion beyond conventional repair. During the downtown renovation project of 1976, the damaged clock was dismantled and a new modern clock was installed as the window to the mayoral office. Look up. You just might catch a silhouette pacing behind the glass.
Oh, we're
That's
totally,
First
I'm
Citizen
calling
Brown,
it now.
wondering
It's a little
how
too
to make
obvious,
your
especially after
future
they just said
better.
that we're going to have a scene where Doc is hanging off of the arm of the clock tower, just like the first movie. It's gonna happen. None of these are real buildings, are they? No. Why did they even let me come here? There's nothing on this screen. Oh, wait, yes there is.
Ministry of Tourism. I can't see why people would want a vacation here.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a 1984 Hill Valley. Like the book 1984. The kind The Bad Biff from 1985 A? Biff was bad in 1985 A, I guess, if we're getting the letters right. Because A would have been the original universe where he was the bully. I don't know. Divide by 0 and annihilate the universe. We'll do even better than that. We'll just wreck this timeline. And once it's completely unsavable, Doc will have no choice but to restore the original timeline. Can I take this cart somewhere?
Well, it's not the truck, but I guess it'll do.
Oh. I didn't even think of that. That we have access to a whole nother area just by driving there.
I don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom. Ah! Dad.
Try to warn your old man the next time,
That
okay?
is also a reference to the first movie.
Demerit? Hey, what for? Insufficiently polished shoes. Good day, citizen.
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a poor example for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness and moral gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
Come on, Dad, I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because... rock
My
and roll is my
destiny.
destiny.
Destiny? What would you know about destiny? Now quit fooling around and get back to your studies.
Oh, that... Well, no, I thought B... Okay, there's... Like... Are there more timelines than I thought? Okay, there's A, which we started out in, right? Starting out in A, his dad is a wimp, Biff is a bully. Then he fixes it into 1985B, where his dad is doing great and Biff is like a pushover. Then in Back to the Future 2, we create C, where Biff is super rich and owns everything. Yeah, so we already have a C. So I guess right now we should be in D. There was a chalkboard. That was just the first movie. B for Bad Biff, and we'll just do it that way.
Music is good for you. It improves your mental performance.
Then take up the piccolo. Leave the electric guitar to the rebels and malcontents.
A certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl? You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little hellion? She's nothing but
language.
trouble.
Yeah, my kind of trouble.
And besides, the way you play guitar, you're only gonna drive her further Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
Puzzle solved.
Another day in Hill Valley.
We're at like J? No, I think we're like 1985 only changed superfluously from the, you know, from movie 2 to movie 3, right? We didn't do anything substantial. Hey, what is this, Mass Effect Andromeda? Look at these animations. I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to be doing that.
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
Ah, you know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
Interesting? What do you mean, interesting?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at soup mo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family.
Not demerits.
There she is, polishing the statue in the park. Just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Oh, wait.
Whoa, Dad, what are you telling me? Are you saying Mom's a drunk?
Shh. I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision. Confidentially, I suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk.
Oh, did he? I didn't even catch it. Was he hiding?
Did he
hide
when I
something?
came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
I refuse to believe that.
I don't believe it.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality. But...
What?
Confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved courthouse be struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my hairy...
Well, you get the idea.
It sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the Public Relations Department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
I'll take the tape.
Why don't
Thank
you give
you.
me those
Thank
videotapes?
you, Prompt, for
I'll
being
take 'em to
exactly
Citizen
what I was
Brown.
going to say.
Thanks for offering, son, but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like what he sees on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure. Not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight. It's too dangerous.
We'll go over there, a three-headed monkey.
It's about Mom. Don't you think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Now, there's a fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space? Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead.
She's thinking about signing up for the Citizen Plus program.
Is she now?
You're not gonna let her go through with it, are you?
Well,
Sure, the
from what I hear, it's
well,
a
it'll
fairly
be.
drastic
I'm interested
procedure
in
which
finding out when we
completely
get
reshapes
to
the subject's
when we get to
personality.
Doc. Is he
On the
going
other
to
hand, if Citizen
actually
Brown
be
recommends it,
like?
it's got to be a good thing.
Is this what he wants, or is it just the fact that he's with Edna and doesn't know how to say no to her, so
Something
he's
on
been doing
your
this
mind?
on her behalf the whole time? He really is the same old Doc that he's always been.
It's about someone we both know.
Yes?
David and Linda.
Have you heard from them?
No, I thought maybe you had.
Not in ages. As far as I know, he's still working for the big city newspaper, and she's still in that women's boarding house. I'll never understand why they decided to leave Hill Valley.
Even though we just established that more than half of the people here don't like it.
Have you ever spent time with Citizen Brown?
Well, of course I'm in the audience for every one of his public addresses.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me. But I dream
if he was
that
Sector
someday
7G,
he'll recognize me
now
for
we're
my
talking.
public service, and maybe let me shake his hand.
All right, let's get out of here and just play
Something
guitar.
on your mind?
No.
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son. Supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Right.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown. Please address me as Mrs. Citizen Brown. I'm sorry, Mrs.
Greetings, programs. LeBrock 2.0. Anatomical constructs for sciences of all sorts. Boring.
If that was a reference, I don't get it. Shelf. There's all the monitors. Where did he hide the videotape? Alright, maybe I can't convince him. Maybe I really do have to frame my mom in order to get him to do me a favor.
What's the problem, citizen?
Oops, wrong number.
Super snooping. Super snooping. Alright, let's go play the guitar for her. Oh, of course. Now that we have the guitar, she just leaves.
Locked.
Right.
She missed a spot. That leads to the soup mo. Leech is in there. I'd rather he come out here.
Can I use this plank yet?
I don't want to go digging through the
No. Alright, so she just went inside. Let's try talking to Leech again.
Okay. Welcome to Soupmo, where soup is just... Oh, it's you. This better be important, McFly.
Leech.
Are you just
Was that
smooching on my
Jennifer?
girl?
Well, A, it's none of your business, and B, seeing as she ain't your chick no more, yeah.
Okay, now this
Dialing
timeline
the
is
wrong number
really
is a level 1
pissing me
offense. Here's a
off.
demerit.
You and Jennifer? Really?
Oh, is the poor little nerd jealous?
Well, yeah, and a little disgusted.
That's probably the soup.
You better treat Jen with respect, Leech.
Hey, I got nothing but respect for Jennifer. Respect for her eyes, for her hips, the way she wriggles when she...
Hey!
Now, that dork that let her get away, there's a loser that I got no respect for.
You got a cold or something?
Ugh, it's allergies. I swear there's a dog hanging out around here somewhere.
A dog?
Dog, you say?
Yeah, and the stupid mutt keeps trying to steal my free samples.
How did a dog get inside the city walls? We've established... Yeah.
You sure there's a dog around here?
Listen, smart boy. There's only two things I'm allergic to. Dogs and disco, and I don't hear no chicka bow wow, do you? No? Then it's a dog.
Who is this cat? Like, this is really weird. I wasn't Leech from the well, I guess everybody is different in this timeline, but he was the guy that was like, "Rah, you want street race, right? Rah!" Like the
What's on the menu?
crazy guy.
Soup.
Just soup?
And more.
What falls under the more category?
We got neat loaf. It's made with textured wheat protein.
No thanks. What kind of soup you got?
Scrolle...
Ribellini?
Yeah, that's right.
Some things never change. What else falls under the more category?
Well, there's the hum burger. It's made from pressed roasted hummus.
Do you have any real meat back there?
Define real.
How can meat be real if our eyes aren't real?
I'm
Anything
afraid
edible?
to ask, but what other non-soup food do you have? Anything edible?
Well, we have these pea and liver with soy cheese hot dogs. They're new, and we're offering free samples. You want one?
Where are the free samples?
Here. I keep them behind the counter.
Oh, God.
If you puke, you're cleaning it up, wuss.
I can't finish this.
Not my problem.
What are those things?
Those are the liver and peas with soy cheese hot dogs.
Ew.
You and me
Game is
both,
a level 1
brown
offense.
noser.
Why are the samples behind the counter?
I can't leave them out, dude. There's a DOG running around town,
D.O.
and he
double
keeps
G?
going after the sample tray,
Straight out of
knocking them
Compton,
all
you
over
want
the
to make
ground.
way?
A dog? Wait, these samples haven't been on the ground, have they?
Geez, McFly, relax. They're fresh, mostly.
About this dog, what's he look like?
Beats me. He's a smart little SOB. He only comes around when my back is turned.
Then how do you know it's a dog? You can smell him?
Allergies, dimwit.
See ya.
Smell you later.
Awfully hungry. Kill for a what? A what? I'm afraid I'm not that much of a beef eater. I don't know what that is. I can't even say it. I can't even come close to saying it. Borgnon. It's Einstein!
Hey, there's that mangy. Go get him, McFly!
Alright, well, A, I'm taking that. B, I'm gonna play the guitar for you.
Check this out.
What? You swiped your big brother's guitar? Is that supposed to impress me?
It's not my brother's, it's mine.
Yeah, sure. And you'd play it for me. Only you don't have an amp.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pathetic.
Oh. Alright, I guess I need an amp.
He's gotta be hiding in here somewhere.
Beef slowly cooked in stove with red wine sauce, onions, and carrots. Sounds pretty good. The fridge.
Stay put now, boy. Wherever you are. Not a sign of him.
Dang it. Ugh. Can I lure him with the hot dogs?
Decency prevents me from leaving this here.
I need an amp.
McFly?
What?
My spray can?
Oh.
Dork.
Alright, so I can... They're letting me pick it up but not leave the area with it, which means there must be oh. You're useless, buddy. Come on. So the only reason you would do that in an adventure game is if you were supposed to use the spray can for something. I'm gonna take it just in case it's somehow involved in the get the dog puzzle, right? Absence of an amp sounds like a level 1 offense.
Where could he be hiding?
Okay, so there's a pallet, there's a table, and there's a fridge. Although it's not really a fridge, it's just a fridge door.
Decency prevents me from leaving this here.
No, don't.
Decency prevents...
Okay.
I bet you're under here. Not a sign of him.
What is this puzzle? So apparently wherever I look, he's not going to be there, right?
McFly?
Yes. The thing.
Dork.
And then the dog. I can't skip it. Why does he have a weird thing on his face? Alright, I'm going to go back there one more time. And then if I can't figure it out, then maybe I need another item. Am I supposed to spray paint the wall with her? Is that why this is here?
Don't even think about it.
No. Whoa. Baby fist? Is that intentional? Did you mean to be wearing a clothing that says that, or is this like one of the Japanese things where they just... She'll get any piece of clothing that has English written on it, not knowing what it means.
What to paint? What to paint? What to paint?
Damn it.
Come on out, Einstein.
No!
I'm your pal. In
I didn't mean to
another
actually
timeline.
click on it. Oh, it's miserable.
McFly?
Oh
spray
wait,
can?
I know what to
Oh.
do. I know what to do. I need to get I need to get him to come out there, right? He's gonna smell the dog and know he's gonna somehow have such sensitive allergies that he sneezes like in actual proximity to a dog and can tell which thing it's behind. I get it. I get it.
McFly, you're a real buzzkill, you know that?
I'm sure I will never cook it. I don't even make, like, soup from a can. That's how... Well, no, okay. I do eat soup from a can, but that's the extent of my culinary abilities.
You sure there's a dog around here?
Listen, smart boy, there's only two things I think about wow. No,
Already
then
heard
it...
about the Chicka Bow Wow.
You bet.
Hey, I got nothing.
Hey!
Now, that...
See ya.
Smell you later.
Do I knock on the door to get him to come out? Let's try that. Bricked doorway? I didn't notice this.
They've bricked up the entrance to the old speakeasy. That leads to the soup mo. Leech is in there. I'd rather he come out here.
Yeah, I want him to come out. What do I do? Do I have anything I would want to give him? I mean, this used to be a photo of the two of us. It's not anymore. Grilling is probably a level 1 offense. We're having a lot of fun classifying all of these things that would obviously be criminal in 1986-D or E, wherever we find ourselves. So he mentioned something about Mom might have hidden a flask somewhere near where she's working. Right? Not much to interact with, though. Recycling. See, so this is one of the typical things that happens with adventure games, is you wind up going, I have several things that I want to accomplish, and I don't know which order to do them in, because I don't know which ones I have the capability to solve, and which ones won't be possible until later on. And I think that unsureness, like, that's just part of the genre. That's part of what you do in an adventure game. You go, I have multiple puzzles, and I have no certainty that I can solve any one of them just yet. I didn't even try coming over here.
All Citizens Bank. I don't like the overuse of the word citizen in this timeline. Stemley's Staycations. The heck is a staycation? Citizen Reading Room. I guess there's one in every town. E. Brown Industries. That's hopeful.
E. Brown Industries, established in 1945, is the technological enterprise that makes Hill Valley what it is today. Whether it is electric cars running off the city power grid or motion-sensing fence deployment, the radical civil innovations under development at E. Brown Industries are changing the way cities operate. Efficient pedestrian travel, vigilant citizen monitoring, and space-age technologies that preserve the clean and modern appearance of the city. All these amazing advancements are not only making Hill Valley a wonder of the modern civilization, E. Brown Industries also exports its ideas and technology to cities around the world. One such city is Singapore, soon to be recognized as our international sister city.
Oh, it's a joke poster that we can't quite see because it won't let us zoom in on it. It's saying all the different hairstyles that you can get, and they're all the same.
The Comformist. Hairstylists always have such clever names, just like coffee shops.
The clock moves? The clock on the clock tower? From what angle can we see? Oh, Okay, so it's not matching my system clock, but it is going. Because before the minute hand was down here. That's interesting. I hope there's no time limit.
Mom?
Get some more hints from Mom.
Mom, are you drinking again?
Don't be silly, dear. Booze is illegal, you know.
Yeah, Mom. It's just that Dad mentioned...
Your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spying, always watching. You mind your own business, George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good. I know you're keeping a secret from me.
It's mine to keep.
Dad! Mom! Knock it off, you two!
Now, you listen here, young man. This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Dad, I know, but your way isn't working. You gotta give her some space here.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. What is that in your hand? Rum? Gin? A wine cooler?
For your information, it's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
Lorraine.
She's drinking brass cleaner.
Lorraine, I'm
That's
just
desperate.
trying to look out for you. You know the kind of trouble we can get into if you're drinking again.
George, I wouldn't be so on edge if you weren't suffocating me all the time.
Was that an admission?
An admission of how smothered I am by you.
I still can't get in the bucket, huh? I'm not much of an eater in general. Like all of the jokes that they're making about the soy hot dogs and stuff. It's like I actually drink Soylent every day. That's how little I enjoy food. Is that I will just drink nutrient paste rather than bother to eat things.
Insufficiently polished shoes.
Alright, so I need something else from him. I may
Dad?
need to
Yo,
exhaust
Dad.
his entire conversation
Oh.
tree.
Hello, son. What's on your mind?
Okay, Dad, we need to talk. It's about Mom. How'd she get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
You're right. It's a real puzzle. Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, but for some peculiar reason, the harder I try to get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
It's about me.
I'm all ears.
Well, from certain things I've heard, I get the idea that people in this town regard Marty McFly as a...
As a what?
A nerd.
They said that?
In so many words.
Just because a boy studies hard and gets straight A's and respects the rules and doesn't party or drink or stay out late and is perhaps a bit socially inept and obsessed with personal hygiene and prefers his rubber
streams on
band collection
Twitch.
to...
I really don't want to hear anymore.
I'm proud of you, son.
I'm trying to understand why Jennifer broke up with me in this time. Recent past.
Are you still mooning over that girl? Forget her! She's bad news. Why, my surveillance cameras have caught her doing things that are completely against the Hill Valley Code.
I don't want to know.
Kissing boys. Sitting with boys in cars. I've kept quiet about it for her father's sake, but believe me, you're well rid of her.
Is there anywhere you expect me to be, like, right now?
Well, I did expect you to be up at the lake until tomorrow with that Math-A-Magic competition, so I guess your time is pretty much your own right now.
Okay, different subject.
Straight A's except English. I just somehow don't have a huge appreciation for what it is. What it is that I'm picky. Around I don't know, 20 or so, I was like, okay, whatever food I haven't eaten by now, I don't want to try it. I'm just never going to eat anything new. I'm just going to stick to the things that I know are okay, and anything that I've never eaten before, ugh. Just the idea of going, oh, I've never had roast lamb meat with bourguignon sauce. Let me try it. No thanks. I'm okay with missing out. I just don't want to try anything new ever. Which a lot of people are really like, that's like, you know, like missing out on life entirely. But no, I'm not really that crazy about eating good food, like quote unquote good food. It just doesn't really appeal to me, especially if it's expensive. That I don't know if that was just like from like parents who are good with money and don't like spending money, but just the idea of spending a bunch of money to eat something that's delicious, it tastes worse if I know that it was expensive. Because I'm like, oh, what a waste. What a waste. Just to keep going. Just so that I can convert this to poop and stay alive.
So about you and your, work.
Shoot. Chocolate crickets? Hell no.
You seem to be really into this spying business.
I don't even
It's
want to
not
know if I would like
spying,
chocolate
son.
crickets.
It's cinema verite. These candid moments of Hill Valley's residents will eventually be compiled and edited into the documentaries and promotional materials that advertise our way of life to the rest of the world. True, you can argue that I've taken things to extremes, but I still get up to take my meals, and of course, to use the facilities.
Well, why don't you do that right now so I can steal your videotape?
You're supposed to be... I mean, wouldn't you rather spend your time writing, say, science fiction novels?
Science fiction. I did mess around with it once, but that was before Citizen Brown made it illegal.
Science fiction's illegal?
Sci-fi promotes an unhealthy obsession with the fantastic and impossible, and it encourages the idea that there might be better societies than Hill Valley, which is subversive nonsense, of course.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
It's about someone we both know.
Yes?
Have you seen Biff lately?
Not since he went to the reconditioning center. Is he back among the living?
Depends on what you mean by living. He's really different from the way I remember him.
Lucky dog. In a way, it isn't fair that Hill Valley's biggest scofflaw should be the first to receive the benefits of the new Citizens Plus program. But I know I shouldn't be jealous.
And yeah, we don't know anything about Edna yet.
Mrs. Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman. People just think of her as this sweet, self-effacing grandmotherly type.
Edna? Are we talking about the same?
But really, she's just as involved in running the town as her husband is.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
Hill Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
Public kissing is illegal, right?
Ah, the old PDA law. Indeed it is. And what's more, violation carries a hefty load of demerits. But you know, it's a law people break with surprising regularity. Why, I could show you videotaped evidence.
How exactly do people get other people to break it?
On second thought,
with guitars.
Perhaps I shouldn't show you the videotaped evidence.
Public kissing is illegal.
Ah, the old...
Same
but
thing.
you know...
I thought maybe they'd expand on it.
If I got caught with a contraband item, I'd get in a lot of trouble, right?
You certainly would. You could be facing up to 1,000 demerits, depending on the item. But of course, you wouldn't be caught dead with anything illegal. That's your
1,000 demerits?
I saw one. Dad, there's a stray dog downtown.
You better stay away from there then, son. You wouldn't want to catch rabies or fleas or any of those other horrible conditions. I hope Lorraine's safe. Something on your mind?
What's the deal with the house, Dad?
I don't know how to tell you this, son, but while you were away at your Mathemagic competition, our house got slapped with a CZ36 violation.
What?
I know, it's so embarrassing. Your mother's mortified. She works so hard to keep a clean house, but those dust mites are so hard to keep down.
Wait a minute, we can't go into the house because of dust mites?
Well, not until they send in the cleanup crew.
This is ridiculous.
Thank goodness they let me move my office out here into the garage.
Demerit inflation.
So, when is this dust mite problem gonna be solved so I can get to all my stuff?
Well, the cleanup crew said they'd probably get around to it by tonight, but they're kind of backed up, so I wouldn't expect them until tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Where am I supposed to sleep?
I got it all covered, son. We're gonna camp out back just like we did when you were little.
Okay, this timeline is officially a nightmare. How exactly does this setup work?
I'm glad to see you taking an interest. Each of these monitors is connected to multiple cameras, of which I've strategically jacked into throughout the valley, with official clearance, of course. I can switch between cameras with these buttons. There's also a VCR for each monitor. I keep a record of everything I see, so if I happen across something intriguing, I can keep it on file.
Alright, so that's gonna be a puzzle at some point, but I gotta get him out of his chair.
I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son, supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Right.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown.
Oh, does...
Please address me as
That's actually... I noticed the symbol, the Citizen Brown symbol with the guy with the arms up, but you're right, it's like an upside-down peace symbol. There's something I can give him to freak him out? Here, look at this. Look at this, buddy.
I don't think they'd be interested in a picture of my dad.
Of course not. I think this is for the dog, but...
Giving this to any person would be an act of cruelty.
Yeah. Look at everything I've done.
I'm not sure Dad would approve of me getting demerits. They don't need it. Nah, it was hard enough getting it from him in the first place.
And I need an amp. But to get the amp, I'd have to go in the house, I think? Oh, wait. Oh, they actually let me fiddle with the monitors even though he's right here.
Hey, Demerit. Hey, I hear you got hit with some more demerits, Nathan. Good on you, I say. Sure. Never trust a guy with less than 1,000 demerits.
Never trust a guy with less than 1,000 demerits? Sounds like we need some contraband. Oh. Huh. He's looking at us.
Another day in Hill Valley. The perfect place to live.
So each of these seems to have 3 channels, and one of the channels doesn't look at, you know, anything. Is that the secret? That if I leave it like this, now he's not looking at anything useful?
Good morning, Mrs. Brown. Please address me as Mrs. Citizen Brown. I'm sorry, Mrs. Citizen Brown. It's just a thing.
Yo, Dad.
Huh? Oh, hello, son.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk. How exactly does this...
I'm each of these throughout the valley. VCR for intriguing.
Huh. This one may actually take 2 sessions. I don't think I'm gonna finish this up anytime soon. I had thought that I was like, I started late because I figured, oh, okay, this will, like the other episodes, be, you know, 2 hours, maybe a little more. But no,
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping. I'll leave you...
Right.
Hey, Demerit. Hey, what for? Insufficiently polished shoes. Good day, citizen.
the other idea is that maybe I'm supposed to try to make sure that he records a specific... Oh, you know what? It's supposed to record my crimes, I bet. The things that I'm gonna go do wrong, I have to make sure he catches.
I don't think this monitor is hooked up to the camera.
What?
I hear you got hit with some more demerits, Nathan.
I don't think this monitor is hooked up to the camera.
What does that mean?
Another...
Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
Good morning, Mrs.
Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work. Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
What is this puzzle exactly?
Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
Hey, I hear you got hit with some more demerits, Nathan. Good
I
on
guess
you,
I'll
I
have to
think.
get him to leave.
Never trust a guy
I
with
think
less
that's
than
all it
1,000
is.
demerits, am I right?
Something's gonna happen where he's gonna leave, and then we're gonna come back here and watch tapes. I think I'm fooling around with this prematurely. Can I, like, get into our house through a window or something? Please?
Good morning, Mrs. Brown. Please.
Effective against moths, mosquitoes, and tannins.
Attention, citizens! This domicile is in violation of Civic Ordinance CZ-36.
Am I gonna get another demerit for trying to enter my house?
Until corrective measures can be taken. Please back away from the house and have a nice day.
What the hell?
Don't violate the perimeter, son.
Another day in Hill Valley. The perfect place.
I'm still plenty stumped now. Like, it's good that we know that VCR puzzle is there, so that, you know, when I deal with it later. Oh, I also didn't notice I could come all the way over here. What's this?
Remember to keep your name badge on at all times. Not only does it make every citizen seem like your neighbor and friend, it grants you passage at the 3 main city access points. Hill Valley is the country's first fully incorporated gated city. In 1966, Hill Valley petitioned for a special regional exemption from state legislation. Using
Weird.
a tax and property law loophole, the city of Hill Valley managed to consolidate itself into a gated community with special allowances for business and residential zoning. To date, we are the safest and most self-sustaining city in the United States.
Now, this is one of those things that I kind of have to bring up. Like, is this really that... Like, isn't there a correct way to do this? Couldn't you just remove the, like, bubblegum is outlawed and actually, like, function with a city like this? Like, wouldn't it actually be kind of nice if there were places that were this nice where it's like, oh, there's really no crime, there's really
Bureau
no,
of
like,
Discipline. That just makes me
awful
think
stuff
about high school.
happening. Like, I get what they're trying to say, that, oh, if you give someone too much power and tell them, okay, try and make the perfect city, they'll make it terrible, they'll make it a place where nobody is actually happy, but I think that's
Soups
a false
and
dichotomy.
More. Wholesome soups, fresh vegetables, and soy-based imitation meats. Ugh. Good thing I'm not hungry.
Oh, the bell is back.
What?
No, I just wanted the bell.
See ya.
Smell you later.
Can I spray paint the door? I need him to come out. I need him to come out and smell the dog. Okay?
Spray paint. Directions say to apply a thin coat and let dry. Avoid touching or tracking wet paint.
Oh my gosh, I get it. I'm dumb. That's amazingly obvious. I'm supposed to spray paint the plank.
It would look better blue.
I was thrown off by the allergy thing. It was actually that simple. And I'm surprised there wasn't a whole bunch of discussion in exclamation point hide. Which, by the way, if you guys didn't know, I have that feature on my channel. If you would like to discuss possible puzzle solutions,
Now we're in business.
that would be a bit spoilery. Go ahead and if you put !hide at the beginning of your
That
chat
was smart of
message,
you, didn't I?
I won't see it. Everybody
don't be
else
like
will.
that, Einie. Einstein, is that your name in this timeline too? Huh, guess not.
Okay, would you like a gross liver dog?
Look, Einie, I've got a
Liver
treat
soy
for
dog?
you. Attaboy. Now hold still. See?
Did you feed
I'm
him
not
the
such a
toothpick
bad
too?
guy,
You
right?
monster.
Whoa, whoa, okay. I guess I've won you over. I wish they were all this easy. Huh? What is it, boy? Einstein, wait! No! Help!
Oh, rabies! Rabies, help!
Back! Down! Sit! Play dead!
Play dead?
Officer Parker, subdue that beast
What if he
at
doesn't have?
once!
What if he didn't pay for it? He needs to buy the play dead emote.
Oh, if he bites me, you'll be in a world of trouble, citizen. Wait, I know that creature. Officer Parker, that's the stray that keeps escaping the kennel. I thought he was muzzled.
I took the muzzle off.
You what?
That's right. He's my dog now.
Citizen, you are in violation of Statute 357K.
Parker, demerit this hooligan at once.
Yeah,
I'll
give me a
return
million
this
demerits.
creature to the kennel.
Yes,
Going for the high score.
The wretched beasts.
Don't worry, Einie. Once I fix all this, you'll be back with Doc and romping through time.
Now stay out of trouble, unless you want a visit from Citizen Brown.
All right, there's one down. So we need Jennifer to kiss us, and we need some booze. We need to talk to Mom some more.
Mom?
She's got some. Right?
Mom, look, I'm on your side. If you've got a problem, I want to help, but this is a choice you gotta make yourself.
Oh, look at you. You're such a sweet boy. I'm so
No,
glad
I'm not
you
going
take
to
after
jail.
me
I
rather
need to
than
do
your
3
father.
things wrong.
What, Lorraine? What?
Ugh, I can't live like this.
Dad, you're not helping.
Oh, but I disagree, Martin. It's important that I catch her in the act so I can get it on tape. Once it's on tape, I can show her that she has a problem.
That's ridiculous, Dad. You're acting like this is some kind of sting operation.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. There. What did you just hide? That was some sort of fruity liqueur.
It's a spray bottle of Simple Orange for the cleaning I'm trying to do.
Lorraine, I'm sorry. It's just that you're acting so cagey lately.
Cagey. Maybe I'm acting like I don't want to be spied on all the time.
It's not all the time, Lorraine. I do sleep occasionally, you know.
Mom?
Okay, so I have... All right. Let's try this. I got it. I think I've got it. I need to go back to here. I need to set one of the cameras so that it's gonna catch her from the front. Cause he's recording. When she gets mad, that makes her take a little sip. Is it this camera? This.
Hey, Demerit.
Maybe. No, it's not a useful angle. What about?
Good morning, Mrs. Brown.
Not that angle.
I don't think this monitor is hooked up to the camera.
I don't know know why he says that occasionally. It's a weird thing to say.
I don't think this monitor is hooked up to the camera.
Hey, I hear you got...
I don't think this monitor is hooked up to the camera.
Another day in Hill Valley.
I feel like I missed something here.
Yes, I also feel that way.
I feel like I missed something here. I don't think this monitor is hooked up to the camera.
Hey, Demerit. Hey, well...
I don't think this monitor is hooked up to the camera.
Which one is he talking about?
I feel like I missed something here. I feel like I missed something here.
Another day in Hill Valley.
I feel like I missed something here. Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
An additional camera you have to hook up, maybe.
Nice. We didn't have a computer in the other timeline. Well, no joystick. That's lame.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown.
I didn't notice the computer either. You use the floppy disk. with the computer.
WOPR. A Whopper. I wonder what that stands for.
Hey, I hear you got hit with some more demerits, Nathan. Good on you, I say. Sure.
I wonder if maybe there is a camera that would catch her from the right angle. Like, let's take a look at this. Over here, right? There's like, no. See, there's a camera. Can't do anything with it. We won't want them points at the statue from this side. I guess. Or I'm completely, like, really far off. I'm gonna try pushing this thing again. Maybe now I have a better understanding of what it... What if now we talk to her?
Mom? Mom, please.
Yeah, Lorraine. Listen to us.
Oh! Damn it, Dad.
What?
Butt out. Mom? Mom?
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. Hey, is that...
No.
Lorraine?
You're just fast
don't
forwarding
ignore
through
me.
this now.
Lorraine!
No, I'm not talking to you.
Why are you acting so childish?
Why are you treating me like a child?
Why are you acting so childish?
Why are you treating me like a child?
I asked you first.
What's the problem, citizen?
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine now, thank you. How are you?
I'm really a bit stumped. I mean, I don't... Oh, we haven't talked to him in a bit.
Hey, got a sec, Biff?
Sure, Martin. What's on your mind?
See you later, Biff.
Bye, Martin.
don't know if we're gonna find an amp anywhere, so do we need to, like, plug the guitar into a sound system of some kind? Is that gonna come later? Let's focus on the booze, I guess. Actually, let's go back and talk to him again. Maybe I didn't.
Hey, got a sec, Biff? So, about all the bad things you used to do.
Gosh, Martin, I really don't like dredging up the past. But, alright, if it'll help you make a decent plot.
So there's no booze in Hill Valley?
Nope. Sure, someone tries to sneak some in every now and then, but cops like Officer Parker over there always catch them sooner or later.
Slash the camera?
Let's change the subject.
Thanks.
See you later.
Bye, Martin.
I don't think so. Like, am I supposed to push this again?
What happened? What the heck am I looking at?
Yes.
That's so weird, because look, I pushed it the one time, right? And they like yelled at me, and it went back to where it was before. And then I tried it again. It was like, okay, I did it, but nothing happened. Yeah, you really did just have to push it again. It didn't knock over the camera or anything, but
Mom, now that Dad isn't watching.
Oh, Martin.
Was that a flask, Mom?
Flask? Don't be ridiculous.
Look, it's okay, Mom. Get a hold of yourself.
Oh, your father's right.
There's
I'm
nothing wrong
backsliding.
with hiding your alcohol
But it's been so
abuse.
hard. What with your brother and sister leaving, and then your father getting obsessed with his monitors, and
Let me take care of the flask. Dad doesn't have to know anything about it.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I couldn't bear the thought of facing your father over this.
This timeline sucks. Mom and Dad are fighting again. Mom's drinking. It's like everything Doc and I ever did to fix things is falling apart. Time to get some attention.
I'm guessing all I have to do is hand this to Biff. He's gonna do all the hard work for me.
There's gotta be a better person to show this to.
Oh, do I just walk up to the cop? Like, hey, it's a party.
Hands up, citizen. Assume the position.
Here goes nothing.
There better be apple juice in this.
Why don't you open it and find out?
Don't get smart with me. I knew you were no good, McFly.
Officer Parker, what seems to be the problem here?
Citizen McFly, ma'am. Came strolling up with a 181B violation in his pocket.
Ugh. You, young citizen, where did you get that booze?
Nowhere?
Is he being smart with me?
Yeah, he played that attitude on me as well.
Could we just fast forward the lecture and just get this over with already?
No! Officer, demerit him severely.
Ooh,
and as for
savagely.
the alcohol, drop it into the recycling bin.
With pleasure, ma'am.
You
Now,
euthanized
keep
your
your
faithful
nose clean,
alcohol
or you'll
fast
find
more
yourself in
quickly
front of
than any
Citizen
test
Brown.
participant on record. Oh, whoops. I just want to look at it.
This is for possession of an illegal and socially corrosive substance. Some might argue that description. This one's for harboring or owning a vicious dog. Aw, Einstein's just misunderstood. A stranger in a strange land. Like me. This is my axe. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Ah, they look like parking tickets. Do I gotta pay a fine or something?
How can people in the future live without booze? I don't know. Alright, so I thought at some point we were gonna have to corrupt Biff. But maybe not. Maybe not. Still have to find some way of playing the guitar for her. I see a TV back there.
Not interested.
No. Let's just talk to her.
What is it now?
You and Leech, Jennifer?
Hey, don't badmouth Leech. There's a lot more to him than soup, you know.
Like what?
For one thing, he wields an axe like nobody's business.
Well, I'll challenge him to a showdown.
You got yourself a new guitar player.
What can I say? I'm a girl who appreciates a hot lick.
Yeah, I remember. Come on, Jennifer. Nobody in town plays guitar like
That
me.
was a rather
I'm
adult
talking
joke for
electric guitar,
Back to
Martin.
the Future.
I'm gonna be honest, the ukulele has to go.
I can outplay your loser boyfriend any day of the week.
You're that desperate to get to first base.
Did you say first or fourth?
I'd give you 2.5. But first you gotta prove you've got better fingers than Leech.
Again!
You ready to throw down?
I was born ready.
You got a guitar?
Never leave home without it.
Hold on.
Oh, okay, it was easy as just talk to her.
You can knock on my door anytime.
Hold it, we got company.
McFly, what's that was doing here?
He says he can outplay you. I told him, there's no one in Hill Valley better than you. You wanna go prove it?
The Ring of
Now
Rock?
for the Monkey Island guitar playing contest minigame.
Don't crush him too bad. Just teach him a lesson.
What? We had a puzzle like this before.
You cut my cord, you asshole! Somebody should have cut it a long time ago, McFly. The winner and undefeated champion of Hill Valley.
Claim your prize, champ.
They had a similar puzzle in the previous game.
Well, back to work. See you, loser.
Where you had to, like, maneuver
I can't believe
around
you'd
and
let him
figure
get
out
away
what...
with that. He totally broke the rules.
There are no
Yeah,
rules
nobody
in rock
likes
and
a
roll,
rule
Martin.
breaker.
That's why a guy like you shouldn't compete.
Okay, well, let's do it again. Do I have to unplug his guitar?
Give me a
Is that...
can of spray.
Happy little... Yeah?
I want to
Ooh, you...
It's not the...
Do...
Want to...
Maybe.
Actually, I shouldn't have skipped that. That was
I
new
already
dialogue.
swatted you once, McFly. Shouldn't you be lying in the gutter?
I was, but then your mom threw me out.
What'd you say about mother? Try not to leave any scars, baby.
Ah!
Martin McFly. That was totally awesome.
What can I say? Some guys got it and some guys don't.
You broke my headstock.
I think I've got a new idol. Come here.
Wait, I got a better idea. What was it you called me? A square?
A girl's entitled to make a mistake, isn't she? Oh. Oh.
Hooliganism! Delinquency! Officer Parker! I just caught these two degenerates violating statute number...
Jennifer?
Daddy! 476D!
Open mouths?
And tongues.
You've gone too far, Jennifer.
What's the big deal? It's only hormones.
Stop! We don't use words like that in this town.
I'll deal with you later, young lady. We're gonna have a long talk about the Citizen Plus program.
What?
Oh, come on.
Officer, give Mr. McFly a 476D's worth of demerits.
He's gonna give me the D worth, all
tend
right.
to your wayward
Yes,
daughter.
ma'am. And this is for getting my daughter in trouble with Citizen Edna. Now keep out of trouble, or Citizen Brown will come down on you like a brick wall.
All right, I've got 3 demerits.
McFly!
3, like, major demerits, whatever.
Hey,
is that
Jennifer.
cart driving itself?
Are you still angry with me?
Angry? Nah. The threat of being Citizen Plus was worth it just to see my dad's veins go all purple like that.
Great, because I gotta go.
Jeez, Martin, what's gotten into you? Booze, dogs, necking in public? It's like you're a different guy today. A way cooler guy.
I know this is
Yeah,
gonna be hard to
nothing's
believe,
cooler
but
than
I'm the
breaking
same
the
guy I've always
rules.
been. It's everyone else who's messed up. And stop calling me Martin. It's Marty.
Well, Marty, what's next on the agenda? Knocking over banks?
Maybe. What's a guy gotta do to get in trouble around here?
I think you're about to find out.
You, citizen.
Get out of here, Jen.
Not a problem.
Are you Martin Seamus McFly?
Yes?
We have a warrant for your detention.
Detention?
You've accrued over 15,000 demerits in the past 24 hours.
Damn!
Is it? Young Mr. McFly is being branded as a criminal of
15,000.
weak moral
I should put that in the
character.
stream title.
Cool.
I'm not weak.
But you are in a heap of trouble.
Trouble?
Oh my, yes. But don't worry, we're here to take care of you.
Like your Citizen Plus program took care of Biff?
Perhaps. The program is in need of new volunteers. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, let's see what Citizen Brown has to say about your particular strain of antisocial behavior.
You're taking me to Citizen Brown?
Immediately.
Yeah.
Officers, away with him.
Yes, ma'am.
It's about time.
It's way
I
over
always knew your
9,000.
goody
You
two
kidding?
shoes A+ student act was too good to be true.
What does the scouter say about his demerit level? So I think this is going to be close to the end of the episode. Usually they have some kind of action scene at the end. Like one final action-y type puzzle.
Come in, citizen.
I bet we can finish this tonight.
Martin McFly, age 18, resident of Sector L, Father George, Mother Lorraine, president of the Junior Brown Brigade, recipient of a full-ride scholarship to Strickland College, winner of the Courthouse Challenge to Portland Award, 0 demerits until this morning. The obvious question, Mr. McFly, is... what happened to you?
Jesus Christ, Doc, what happened to you?
Doc. Interesting. You regard me as a doctor, indicating awareness that you're suffering from some variety of mental disorder. That's a hopeful sign, Martin. Of course, I'm not actually a doctor, but I do have the tools to turn you around and put you back on the road to societal normalization. Shall we begin with a few questions to establish a baseline?
Whatever. Let's get through this nonsense so I can set you straight.
You'll set me straight? Explain.
I know this is gonna be hard for you to swallow, Doc, but I'm not from around here. I'm from a different timeline where Hill Valley isn't all screwed up and there aren't these crazy rules and my dad's not a snoop and my mom's not a drunk and you're my best friend in the whole space-time continuum.
Wow, this is the
An
Oscar
old fogey
movie.
like me? Your best friend?
Yes! And Doc, I need you to get me back there.
So you believe this interview is really more about me than you?
Yes!
You went to all this trouble just to deliver a message to me in person?
Yes!
A cry for help, as it were.
Yes! No, wait.
Tell me, Martin, is your mother on the sauce again?
As a matter of fact, yeah, this hellhole of a town could drive anyone to drink.
It's natural you should make excuses for it. But here in Hill Valley, we require our citizens to hold one another to the highest standards, even if those fellow citizens happen to be our own parents. I'm surprised your father hasn't set you straight on this point. He's shown himself to be a very obedient and cooperative citizen.
Not where I come from. When I left here, both my parents were happy and well-adjusted. Okay, they didn't start out that way, but that's where your time machine comes in.
Time machine?
Time machine?
Yeah, Doc, listen to me. You don't remember it, but you built a time machine out of a DeLorean.
Why?
Because science, that's why.
Well, just for the hell of it, I guess. Plus, the steel frame of the DeLorean dispersal, I don't know. It was important for some reason.
Fascinating.
Yes, it is fascinating. It's amazing. It's incredible. But you don't know it because you've never invented it. You're not the real Doc Brown. You gotta believe me.
And this is because?
Everything got screwed up when I went back in time to 1931.
Sounds like this time machine is a very impractical and dangerous invention.
Yes, it totally is. No, I'm gonna say.
Yes, I mean, no. What I mean is it's messed up a lot of things, but first, it made a lot of things better. Like my mom and my dad. It was only thanks to your time machine that they ever became successful and happy.
So they're happy.
But they're not, because you summoned me back in time and somehow your timeline got messed up.
This strikes me as the wrong way
Everybody
to
else is
introduce
along
someone
with
to
it.
the idea that time
I
travel
see.
exists.
No, you don't. Think back. Don't you remember me? We knew each other when you were 18. I'm Sonny Crockett.
No, I'm not. I'm Michael Corleone.
This case is more serious than I'd imagined. The boy has fabricated an alternate reality.
And now I show him the journal.
No, this is the alternate reality. My reality is the real reality.
Calm down, Martin. I'm not blaming you.
I don't know
for
about
anything.
that.
The failure is ours, not yours. Obviously, there was a drastic flaw in your social conditioning.
Yeah, you don't understand.
No, I don't understand yet, but I want to. I want to get at the root of your problem. Keep talking. Take your time. Look around the room. Perhaps something here will stimulate your memory.
Can I just give you the journal? Look, this is yours.
Check this out, Doc. It's all your notes about the flux capacitor, your greatest invention.
That can't be my notebook. The handwriting is far too sloppy.
Okay, take a look at this picture of Einstein here.
The dog. Harboring dangerous animals is a municipal offense.
Yeah, they told me. But you harbored this very same animal once, a long time ago. Remember the test run of your rocket car? Einstein landed on the roof of the courthouse.
I do recall something of the sort, but naturally it couldn't have been the same dog.
There wasn't anything natural about it. Einstein's a time traveler too, thanks to your invention.
An impressively detailed illusion. Keep talking.
Alright, maybe I just need to hit upon enough things, right?
So that's what Judge Brown looked like. I never actually saw him.
Of course not. He died before you were born. He was my biggest supporter, after my wife, of course.
That's a switch. Last time I saw your younger self, you and your dad had just had a big falling out over your decision to become an inventor instead of a lawyer. Isn't that right?
Bizarre fantasy life. Go on. Proceed.
Hey, this is your fish tank.
Yes, that is my fish tank.
It looks much better without all the bacteria.
What? Edna just had it cleaned.
Yeah, but in 1931 it was full of bacteria that we used to make rocket fuel. Remember?
Stop trying to confuse me! My whole life has been dedicated to the practical use of technology to shape a more efficient, orderly society. Ask anyone. It's a fact. You can look it up.
But you know better, right? Emmett?
Wrong. Do you see this picture? I keep it close by me to remind me of the moment when my life's course became clear. August 25th, 1931. The day
I'm pretty clearly visible in that picture, by the way.
Scourge of Hill Valley.
Single-handedly?
And not incidentally the day I caught the eye of Edna Strickland, my scientific muse and the love of my life. Take a look. What you see there is a young man who understands his destiny.
That's not what I see.
What do you see?
Game. Oh, there we go. Oh, so that's going to change to Frankenstein once we fix the timeline.
I'm almost sorry we put Kid Tannen away.
We?
Yeah, come on. Don't you remember? You disarmed him and I trapped him in the rocket car.
No, that's not how it happened.
Oh, look who I see.
Could that be? I think it is.
What?
It's me and you, the other you.
Great Scott.
It is me. And you. But how?
Say it. Say Great Scott.
Sonny? It's impossible.
No, it's science. Your science, Doc.
In this other world, the one you say you come from, am I happy there?
Very happy. You've got 2 great sons.
Sons?
Yes, and a fantastic wife.
Not Edna?
Not even remotely. And your invention. Jeez, Doc, you can go anywhere you want to. Anywhere in time. You're the luckiest guy in the universe.
And what about Hill Valley?
Hill Valley? You know it's got problems. A little bit of urban decay here, a little bit of crime there. It's a normal city. People are happy, mostly. And even when they're miserable, they're not miserable like they are in your Hill Valley.
Stop! There are no miserable people in my Hill Valley.
Give me a break. You don't really believe.
My citizens lead lives of order and peace. Nobody worries. Nobody complains.
Only because they were afraid to. Jeez, open your eyes, will you? You and Edna have got them all terrorized.
That's Mrs. Brown to you, Sonny.
Doc.
Kindly address me as Your Honor. We worked for over 50 years, my wife and I. Every waking moment devoted to ridding Hill Valley of vice and disorder. And you dare to claim that our citizens are unhappy?
Yeah, I do. I've seen it. They're just too afraid to speak up.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
Afraid of the consequences of their actions, Doc. You run this place like it's a police state.
Nonsense.
I can prove it.
All right then, time travel boy. You do that. And until you do, I'm going to treat your wild story as just that. A story told by a madman. And I've determined that the best treatment is simply to let the insanity run its course.
That is usually the best treatment for insanity, let's face it.
So, is the interview over? Should I leave?
Please do. I'm very busy. I've got a city to run.
Fine, but I'll be back with proof.
I just need the videotape, right? I thought we were almost done. I have to be to work at 11.
Doc wants proof that Hill Valley isn't the perfect place he thinks it is. One smoking gun coming up. Dad!
Uh-oh.
Pop out the tape, son. I think it's done rewinding.
Whoa, take it easy. Sit here.
Guess I blacked out for a minute there. Fell out of my chair.
Fell nothing. Somebody whacked you.
Whacked me? Impossible. We take great pride in the fact that incidences of physical violence in Hill Valley have fallen to virtually...
Who did it? Can you tell me?
This can't be happening.
There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere.
Alright, well, where's the tape?
Monitor's dead. Monitor's dead.
All of them are?
Monitor's dead. Hang tight, Dad. I'm looking.
Oh!
Your head?
My tape! I can't afford to let it out of my hands. It's too... explosive.
Well, here's a bat.
That's not one of our bats, is it?
No. No. McFlys never use aluminum bats. Curious.
Oh, wait, don't touch it.
Is that like their...
Of what? Oh, why would anyone do a thing like that to a nice Sector L citizen like me?
What's the last thing you remember?
I was sitting right here, copying another incriminating scene onto my tapes. My tapes! What happened to my tapes?
Stay calm, Dad.
Are they on the floor? Do you see them? They're in a box marked raw footage.
Here it is. Raw footage.
Thank heavens.
Wait a minute.
You see, I told you were just jumping to conclusions. All these dark suspicions about thieves and attackers when all the time it was just...
empty.
What?
There's no tapes.
But I'm sure they were in there before.
Before whoever it was whacked you in the head and took them.
Oh my gosh, I've been mugged. Mugged in Hill Valley. They can't get away with it. Oh!
Don't worry, Dad. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Who could have done this to me?
It was Mom.
Who wouldn't want Doc to get the straight dope on Hill Valley? Edna!
Are you saying I was mugged by the mayor's elderly wife?
I'm giving
not
you
exactly.
the beating of
No.
your life.
Oh, it's no use. The tapes are gone. All I can do is hope against hope they don't surface and land me in trouble.
Come on, Dad. We can't just give up. Let's get out there and start shaking people down. We can make them talk.
And before you know it, the authorities would get involved and we'd both be in trouble. No thanks.
There's gotta be something we could do to get our hands on those tapes.
Well, we can make new ones.
We can?
Sure. It may take a while, but if you're willing to help your old man out, it shouldn't take us more than, say,
5 minutes?
6 months.
6 months? But I need those tapes now.
Before I go to work.
You need the tapes.
What I mean is... It's, the principle of it. You know, if we let the thieves get away with this crime, it sets a bad example for other thieves.
You said you needed the tapes.
I gotta give it to Citizen Brown. I told him I was gonna furnish him with proof that Hill Valley isn't as happy as he thinks it is. When I was in his office, just before I came here.
You had an interview with Citizen Brown?
It wasn't easy to get, believe me. I had to break all kinds of rules.
You've been breaking rules?
Harboring stray dogs, kissing girls in public, getting caught with Mom's flask.
That is the most far-fetched story I've ever heard.
He's gonna swoon on us.
It's true.
You forget I'm your father. I know your history.
Yeah, well, history's changed.
Prove it.
What do you want? My 15,000 demerits?
Read him and weep.
Demerits, but...
It was the only way.
I don't understand.
Dad, listen to me. I mean, really listen. You and I both know that things aren't right here. Citizen Brown might have started with good intentions, but his Hill Valley's just made everybody miserable.
Shh! You said that to him?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, there go our privileges.
No, wait. I got him to listen, Dad, and he's gonna make things right for you and Mom and all of us. I can't explain how. You're just gonna have to trust me on this.
Okay.
But first I have to show him your tapes to prove my point.
Oh, no. No.
Dad.
This scheme of yours, maybe you know what you're doing, I can't say. But leave me out of
Dad.
it. I don't like trouble. I can't handle it. It's not in my genes.
But...
Who's Arthur?
do it for your father.
My father?
Yeah, Arthur McFly.
I know his name.
Didn't he have something to do with putting away Kid Tannen, you know, way back when?
Yes. Yes, he did. Where'd you hear about that? It was way back before Citizen Brown cleaned up the town, before I was even born. Everyone lived in terror of Kid Tannen and his goons. But Dad stood up to him. He had evidence of Kid's guilt, see, and he risked his life to deliver it to the authorities. Never be afraid to do the right thing. That's what he always used to tell me.
And what are you doing?
Trying to remember which is the right feed.
Feed to what?
To the surveillance camera, the one in the yard.
Wait a minute. You have a surveillance camera trained on yourself?
But we know
Of course,
this.
gotta cover all bases. Now help me figure out which monitor I'm on.
It's this one. It's this one.
I feel like I missed something here.
It's this one.
I feel like I missed something here.
What?
Let me get this straight. You captured this whole attack on tape?
Of course! Surveillance is what I do!
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Come on, son. Stop dawdling and help me track down that feed. Try flipping the switches.
I did flip the switch. We're right on it. Do I need to run the VCR? Oh.
There, that looks like us. So the surveillance tape must be on this VCR. This must be before the attack. Let's see. I remember cleaning the playback heads at 5:30. The attack couldn't have been very long after.
Oh, it's Biff!
But it can't be him. The Citizens Plus program has rendered him as gentle as a kitten.
Huh?
I can't understand it. That's not the way he's supposed to behave. Why, even the old Biff would never...
Wait, what's that weird flashing on his wrist?
Let's find out. I knew this zoom and enhance feature would come in handy someday. Cost me a bundle
Zoom
at
and
the hobby shop.
enhance.
It's his digital watch. I wonder why it's doing that. Hey, wait, stop the picture. Can you zoom in anymore?
Of course.
X11.
You know what that means?
Not yet.
Lorraine!
Don't lay into me, George. I've got something very important to say, and then
This
I'm
is all
going
moving
to be
very
leaving
fast.
again.
I've got something important to say, too. I was attacked
It's
and
always
robbed.
about you, isn't it? You can't just wait and listen to my news. Oh, no. You have to go and beat me to the punch.
Pull yourself together.
That's right.
Did
You
hear
two
what I
sort
just
things
said?
out. I've got some business to attend
I'm
to.
not together. I'm more together than I've been in months, George. For your information, I haven't had a drink all day.
X11. Is that like Execute Order 66?
Whoa, settle down there, fella.
You beat up my dad.
Do we have a problem here, citizens?
No, officer. Just a little misunderstanding. I'm sure we can work it out. Right, Martin?
Sure.
Okay. Let me know if you need any help, Mr. Tannen.
Now let's see if we can get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, let's.
In 8 minutes.
Why'd you hurt my dad, Biff? He never did anything to you in this timeline.
Timeline? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I saw you on camera.
I can't hurt anybody. Thanks to Citizen Plus, I blow chunks whenever I even think about doing bad stuff. See?
What'd you do with my dad's secret videotape?
Secret videotape?
You know, the one that shows how people are fed up with all these screwy rules and laws.
You lost me, Martin. But that tape sounds dangerous. It should probably be dumped in the recycling bin.
Oh.
So you really don't know anything about my dad's secret tape?
Oh no, I'd never walk around with subversive material like that.
If you didn't beat up my dad, then where have you been for the last couple of hours?
Well, I was...
What?
That's strange. I don't remember.
What's the last thing you remember before your memory loss?
Well, I was handing out flyers for the Citizen Plus program, just like I'd been doing all day. I just finished giving some leftover bologna to a cute little squirrel when Miss Edna came by.
Edna?
Yeah, she wanted to run a diagnostic on my Citizen Plus watch. I must have fallen asleep or something, because when she was done, it was an hour later. And then your mom came by.
Biff, your watch. Does X11 mean anything to you?
X11? Is that a new band or something? I don't go in for that new hippity-hoppity stuff.
Yeah, I'm
it's
allergic
not a band,
to it.
Biff. It's a mode on your Citizen
Like
Plus
disco.
watch.
Weird. I've never seen it look like that. Heck, I can barely get this thing to stop blinking. See? Cool.
I've got a few more questions, Biff.
All right, Martin.
Biff, your... Biff?
Oh, okay. I had to push the button afterwards.
Okay, that's weird. What's wrong with you? Could you, touch your toes? Where's my dad's tape? The decycling bin? Do the chicken dance. Yeah, he's hypnotized, all right.
Was that? Does no one in this family know what a chicken looks like?
Hang tight, Biff.
That has to be like the best running joke in
Mind if I
Arrested
dig
Development.
through there for a minute? I think a friend of mine dropped something in there by accident.
Once an item has been placed in the decycling bin, it cannot be retrieved.
Okay, well, what if I try to recycle something invalidly? Right?
If I'm gonna do anything with...
I hate you.
Officer Parker?
Move along, citizen, and stay out of trouble.
It throws me off so much that he says something about recycling that
If
thing.
I'm gonna do anything with this new... Nah. That's no way to treat such a...
No. So sadly, we're not going to finish this chapter tonight. We'll have to, next time I play, I'll finish up this one and do all of chapter 4, I think. And I'll have to give myself a little bit more time, because I thought that they were all just a little bit shorter than this. Like, the Strong Bad ones, we all finished up in, like, I don't know, 2 hours each, roughly. Maybe a little more. But, so thanks everybody for coming by and hanging out. We will definitely come back to this, finish it up, and then play all of 4. That'll happen later this week.